Hi there, welcome. Today we will have a brief conversation with a single mom who will discuss with us some of the challenges that she faced when purchasing her first home. So come along, let's hear what she has to say. All right, so today I am meeting with Veronica Torres. She is a new homeowner. She just purchased her very first home on her own, a townhouse for her and her family. So, just wanted to have a brief conversation with her to discuss some of the ups and the downs and the highs and the lows that we experienced with her home purchase. But I'm just going to kind of let her talk a little bit about her experience, maybe some of the things, some of the challenges even that she experienced as we were going through this process. So Veronica and I met about 3 months ago. She provided me with her wish list. I think we did pretty good in finding everything that she wanted. And so Veronica, tell me a little bit about why. I guess I'll start off why you wanted to buy a home.
Well, we're outgrowing. Well, I got divorced about 7.5 years ago.
Okay.
And when I rented the house that I was in, it was a 2-2, which was perfect at the time. My boys were like 5 and 6, or 7 or 8, something like that. So they were in bunk beds and it was okay, but they're teenagers, they're fighting all the time. They needed their own little space. So it was time. It was time for a home. A bigger home, so to speak.
Okay, right. So now her boys are big boys, like big boys. High school, right?
High school now.
High school boys, yeah. So guess what? They needed their own bedroom.
They sure did.
So with our journey, Veronica shared with me some of the things that she was looking for. Like she said, definitely needed separate bedrooms for the boys. So we were able to find that for her. We were actually able to find her a really cute, not condo, a townhome in exclusive upscale neighborhood. Yes. So Veronica, can you share a little bit about our home search experience, like us looking at different homes and...
Well, so I knew that I probably didn't want a house that I would have to do maintenance on.
Okay.
So that was one of the things you and I talked about. I was like, I would prefer a townhouse or a condo so that I didn't have to do much exterior work, like the gardening and like that. So we saw the first house that we saw that looked great in pictures.
Yes.
But just driving through, and even Derek said, I went to see that. You're not gonna like it. And I'm like, no, they look real. It looks really cool.
The neighborhood was not the house. The inside of that townhouse, beautiful, nice. It had wood floors and all of that, right?
It did. It had upgraded. Yeah, it had upgraded flooring, and then the kitchen had like a nice tile, stainless steel appliances. So
gorgeous.
It was really nice.
But the neighborhood, not so much. So, and then, how many did we look? We didn't look at a lot, though,
we saw the second house, which is...
because we left and went around the corner. Yes.
Yeah, which is the house. And as soon as we turned into that neighborhood, I was like, this is it.
Yeah.
Just driving in there, the drive, just like, you have a long day at work and you're driving home, at that feel of turning in there.
Yeah.
Even today, when we drove back to see it, it was that feel. So we saw that house, and I kind of knew that was the house. And it was the perfect size. It wasn't too big, it wasn't too small. It was my first house when I was married. I wanted this big house. I had a 2-story, 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath. I had 2 living rooms, 2 dining rooms. It was huge.
Okay.
So this was perfect, exactly the right size for me and the boys. But we still looked at a couple more places afterwards of townhouses. But when we went in there, they just look like apartments.
Yeah.
Like apartment complexes that were called townhouses.
Exactly. And
like,
sometimes you can...
That's okay for some people.
Right, for some people. Exactly. But you knew specifically what you were looking for.
Yeah, and even for you and I to visit those townhouses, we couldn't find parking.
That's true.
So I thought, well, if I have guests at my house,
Where will they park?
Where are they going to park? There's one designated guest area for all 7 of these apartments.
And it was,
and they look great. And they look great in pictures.
Mm-hmm.
They were very nice. They were all updated. The appliances were nice. The layout was nice. And I thought, I kept thinking of the second house we went to. So I knew.
Yeah.
I knew. And it's conveniently located, which is what I wanted. It's got it had every little thing that I was looking for.
Good. I'm glad.
Thank you.
So there's always a middle. There is always a middle for everything that we go through in life. And so with our house search, I'll say after the house search, we, found the house that she wanted, the nice townhouse that she wanted. You want to share about some of the bumps and ups and downs and things that transpired, even maybe about how you felt about the process, that middle process, because that middle can be challenging sometimes.
So we made an offer at cost. So
we did.
It was like, it's kind of a little outdated. It's cute. It's got good bone structure, but it was outdated compared to the other properties that we saw. The kitchen and stuff like that. So we made an offer at price, which was reasonably priced. And then we said, but then the seller to pay closing costs.
Exactly. Yes. So, those are things when you're purchasing a home, condo, townhome, single family home, anything like that. Whenever you are purchasing, it's all about negotiation, making sure that you have somebody that can negotiate on your behalf, that can help you get what you want and not spend unnecessary funds. So once we negotiated, came to an agreement as far as the price, all of that was good. You go through your inspection and then you have your appraisal and all of that. But with Veronica, we did experience a little bit of ups and downs because you have to be committed to putting in the work for purchasing the home that you want. Veronica was invested. Vested, whichever word you want to use. She was sold and bought in on getting her home. She had to do a lot of back and forth. You want to talk about that a little bit?
Well, even just the back and forth with the actual homeowner who wasn't a homeowner. It was
that too. Forgot about that.
That was special.
A whole month.
It wasn't a normal person that you could communicate with. It was college, university.
Yeah,
so
the university owned the structure or the building that she purchased.
So every time we needed to communicate, it had to be Monday through Friday, and I may not hear back. If I put an offer in or some kind of communication Friday, we're not going to hear back till Monday late after the 3 owners came to an agreement. So that was like a good month of back and forth.
It was.
Of negotiation.
We made it happen. Veronica and I.
She's a shark.
Right. Well, my last name is Sharp, so I'm a sharp shark. Because we made it happen. We did. Veronica had to go back and forth to retrieve documents from the courthouse and back and forth to the bank to retrieve documents and more documents, and even up to the day of closing.
Yes.
Or the day before, actually.
Well,
yesterday.
Thursday was the last form. And then we heard
back. Yeah, yesterday.
Like at 5 o'clock.
So, anything else you want to add?
I had a few moments where I was going to lose it. So, thank you for speaking for me, because there was times where the loan officer said, "Oh, just call my assistant," and I'm like, "I'm not talking to her. You're gonna call her, because if I speak to her, she's not gonna like me." And then
she's feisty. She says, "I'm a shark." She's feisty.
And then I said, "You do what you have to do, but this closing has to take place on Friday," and you did.
Yeah.
You did. You were on top of it.
I told the lender, there is no if or ands or buts about it. And our lender, he was great. His name is Sean. What's Sean's name? Holly. Holley. So, anything else though that you can think of, your experience for purchasing a home, looking for the home, how you felt throughout the entire process?
It was not easy. It was very stressful because I'm a single person, single income. So I didn't have a person to rely on, like say, hey babe, can you take care of this for me? So I had to do all of it. Where if you're married, you kind of you could feed off of each other, and someone else could probably take care of something for you if you're at work. So I think that was the challenging part, was
Got it. Yeah,
being able to
that.
multitask, being able to work and read emails and check voicemails and be on my phone.
It can be a lot. It really can.
Yeah, when they're asking for something, you need it right away, especially because the way the business operates, it's Monday through Friday.
And then your schedule
was... my schedule's different.
Yes.
So it was very challenging because I knew I had to have my phone on me at all times to kind of answer those little questions like, hey, what's your employment verification number? Oh, here we go.
Right.
Just little details that you don't think about that you need to take care of. Oh, you need to run to the bank before it closes because you need this. And it's like, oh my God, I'm
at
out.
Work.
I'm at work. I can't run to the bank. It's going to have to wait. So those are the little challenges, just knowing that you guys needed things that I could only do. I'm the only person to do it.
Right.
So
right.
I think that was the challenge.
What advice would you give anyone looking to purchase?
Advice, patience.
Yeah.
And I was very fortunate that you were speaking on my behalf.
Okay.
So you were like my therapist. She's great. She's a great listener. She knows that I'm just having a bad moment.
Hey,
it's okay.
It is.
And so I know I freaked out a few times.
No, I won't say freaked out. You know, sometimes it can be stressful, like you said. Overwhelming just for the things that you have to do and the time constraints that you have. Because if you're at work and if you have a job that you just can't leave to go and do some of the things that need to be done, then you start to feel that anxiety on the inside. But yeah, no, we made it work.
Oh no, you were able to listen to all my needs, and you knew that I needed this before the holidays because of the type of job that I have.
Yes.
Like after this weekend, I'm not going to have any time to do any of this stuff that I was running around doing. So I would really appreciate that.
Once again, I do want to just say, if you are in need of a realtor, a sharp realtor such as myself, definitely give me a call. I would love the opportunity of working with you if you know someone that is looking to purchase or sell a home in the Central Florida area, even outside of Central Florida. I partner with great realtors in other areas, and I can definitely get you connected with someone else. But thank you so much for watching, and have a great rest of your day.